Have you ever wondered what's currently happening in Ladakh? And why is there a buzz about Section 144? Welcome to our journey into the heart of Ladakh, a region of stark beauty and resilient people, currently caught in a swirl of change. Ladakh, a high-altitude desert, is experiencing a tense atmosphere due to the imposition of Section 144. This legal provision, often used as a tool to maintain law and order, has been invoked in response to a unique social movement, the Pashmina March. This movement, driven by the region's local pastoralists, aims to shed light on the hardships faced by the Pashmina goat herders and the potential loss of their traditional livelihood. These herders, the Changpa nomads, have been tending to their herds of Pashmina goats for generations, navigating the harsh landscapes and weather conditions of Ladakh. But today, they find themselves in a struggle for survival, caught between the pressures of modernization and the need to preserve their age-old practices. The Pashmina March and the imposition of Section 144 have stirred a mix of emotions among the local population, and the rest of the world is watching, waiting to see the outcome. Now, you might be asking, what exactly is Section 144? Section 144 sounds like a complex legal term, doesn't it? But let's break it down. Imagine a situation where the authorities feel a potential threat to law and order. It could be a protest, a march, or any event that might disrupt peace. In such scenarios, they might invoke a law known as Section 144 of the Criminal Procedure Code. But what exactly does this mean? In the simplest terms, Section 144 is a law that gives local authorities the power to issue an order to prevent or deal with a situation that could lead to harm or danger to human life, health, or safety. It's also used to prevent disturbances of public peace and tranquility. In essence, Section 144 is an executive order issued by a district magistrate or any other executive magistrate when they foresee a threat to peace and tranquility in their jurisdiction. The order can restrict certain actions like the assembly of 4 or more people in an area, carrying of weapons, or even a complete lockdown. Now you might wonder, doesn't this infringe on our right to freedom of assembly, a fundamental right guaranteed by our Constitution? Well, that's a valid concern. However, it's important to remember that our Constitution, while granting us various rights, also places reasonable restrictions on these rights in the interest of public order. These restrictions are not meant to muzzle our voices, but rather to ensure that our actions do not create an environment of fear or insecurity. Of course, the implementation of Section 144 should always be a measure of last resort, used sparingly and judiciously. Remember, Section 144 is not a tool to suppress dissent, but a provision to maintain peace and order. Its use should always be proportionate to the situation and never arbitrary or excessive. Interesting, isn't it? But how does this all tie in with the Pashmina March? You've probably heard of the Pashmina March, but do you know what it's all about? And what role does Sonam Wangchuk play in all of this? The Pashmina March is a peaceful protest movement by the local goat herders of Ladakh. These herders, who are the backbone of the Pashmina wool industry, march to highlight their concerns about the economic challenges they face, particularly the impact of climate change on their livelihoods. Enter Sonam Wangchuk, a renowned innovator and education reformer from Ladakh. He's known around the globe for his sustainable inventions and his commitment to social change. But what's his connection to the Pashmina March? Sonam Wangchuk has been a pivotal figure in the Pashmina March, using his influence to amplify the herders' concerns on a global scale. He has championed their cause, advocating for policy changes to protect their livelihoods and the fragile ecosystem they depend on. However, the imposition of Section 144 in Ladakh by the authorities has complicated matters. This legal provision restricts the gathering of more than 4 people in an area, effectively stifling the Pashmina March. The herders, backed by Wangchuk, have been grappling with this hurdle, seeking ways to voice their concerns while adhering to the law. Despite these challenges, Wangchuk's steadfast support has been instrumental in keeping the spirit of the Pashmina March alive. He continues to stand with the herders, helping them navigate through these turbulent times. So there you have it, a glimpse into the situation in Ladakh the implications of Section 144, the Pashmina March, and the role of Sonam Wangchuck. That was quite a lot to take in, wasn't it? We journeyed through the current situation in Ladakh and the imposition of Section 144, a law that restricts public gatherings. We dove into the Pashmina March, a peaceful protest demanding rights for local artisans. We also highlighted Sonam Wangchuck, a man playing a significant role in this movement. It's a complex issue with many facets, but the first step is understanding. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, every issue has multiple layers. Keep peeling.